My name is Marietta Mehanni, and this week's Aqua Tip, we're going to be using one dumbbell and the wall. So there's lots of things that you can do with the wall, and you know, it provides a different way of doing exercises at different focal point. And so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be tapping the wall with the toe and doing a kick and passing the dumbbell from one hand to the other. Now, just a word of caution here. I don't like using the word kick the wall because then people might go too hard and then they have injured themselves. So I say tap the wall with your toe and you're going to be performing a kicking-like type action. So the feet are coming up to the wall and they're gently tapping the wall, and then the dumbbell goes from one hand to the other. It looks like this. Now, to start off with, it can be really easy and just go from one hand directly out to the other side. So here, there. So the kicking tapping motion is going to set the actual rhythm for the arms. So the arms have to keep in time with the legs. Yeah, that's really challenging, and that's why it's good to start off with this side motion with the arms. But if you want to increase the intensity, make the arms work harder. The legs are going to keep kicking and tapping the wall with the toe, but the arms are going to move more forwards and then behind, and now the arms have to work a lot harder. Here we go. And then comes my other dumbbell. So it's a little bit more challenging. The coordination aspect is interesting, and you definitely have to work a bit harder with the upper body. It's a fun exercise. It's easy to get people to do, well, get your class to do, and it's a good upper body workout, and there's a cardio component with the feet tapping the wall. And that is this week's Aqua Tip. This would have to be one of those exercises when you're teaching on pool deck. It's really easy to do because you don't need anything really other than the dumbbell. Now, I just want to make a point that the difference between taking the arms directly out to the side and bringing the arms forward isn't something that you're going to see a really significant difference between. But it's more about the effort that the clients will have to do to try to take their arm forward to keep it at the tempo of the music. And I would say around about, I don't know what the tempo was I was using, but say 128 to 130 beats per minute. Yeah. So very easy to demonstrate. You've got the dumbbell. As I mentioned in the pool, you just want them to tap the wall with their toe. So you could tap an imaginary thing. I usually like to have something like a chair in front of me, or I could just face the wall and tap the wall if it's close by, but you tell them to tap gently, right? So you don't want them kicking at the wall because, as I mentioned, they could actually injure themselves, so that's a little silly. But they can distance themselves far away from the wall, that they are just tapping the wall with their toe, and then you get them to kick and tap the wall, tap, so they bring their leg up to the front and they are hopping from one side to the other. Do you see how I just demonstrated that? So hop, hop, hop. It's just a short body weight shift. Then you've got the dumbbell in the hand, and that's when you encourage them to start moving the arms. Start by asking them to just take the dumbbell out to the side and switching the dumbbell from one hand to the other. Now notice I've turned my back to you because really that's the easiest way for your participants to see what's going on behind you, right? And it's down, up, down. Then I usually say, if you want to work harder, I want you to try to bring your arm forward. Now, on pool deck, I'm going to exaggerate it because I want them to try to reach forwards, even though their arms probably are going to go from here to about there. Not that much further forwards, but the goal is that they try to reach forwards. So it's back, reach towards the wall, back, reach towards the wall, back, reach towards the wall. The key thing here is that you keep in mind that you're not going to see this massive reach to the front. It's going to go from out here to slightly forwards. I really like this exercise because we don't do enough exercise behind the body, and being in front of the wall actually encourages them to take the dumbbell behind rather than, it doesn't make sense in front because you don't have the same range of motion. Although that could be a modification for those clients who are like, I have challenges, but I prefer to always go up. So if you want to go there, start with this one and arms are reaching forwards, and then say if you can, take the arms behind, and then if you can, take the arms behind but now reach forward. So you've got all these different options. Anyway, if you enjoy my Aqua tips, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I love it when people write comments. So go ahead, write comments in the comments box, and that is this week's Aqua tip.